Hey, welcome to my video. Today I wanted to review one of my favorite musicians, and that's Ween. Ween is, for all sakes and purposes, one of the most eclectic and creative music groups that I think has ever really walked the face of the earth. Now, granted, there's some other great acts too. I think perhaps Devo might be somewhat in league with them. Some people have compared Ween to Fish, which, I don't know, you do you. But today I wanted to actually sit down and listen to one of the Ween albums that I haven't ever actually given the time of day, and that is The Pod. The Pod is an early 90s release. I think it was like 90 or 92 that it came out, in which Ween kind of started to build on their sound. Uh, it's still very early compared to some of their more popular releases, such as Chocolate and Cheese, but I would like to think that the pod still has something to bring to the table. A lot of Ween fans kind of rant and rave about how good it is, or how it's some kind of unabashed classic, whereas other people describe it as, for lack of a better term, an absolute brown sound. So I kind of wanted to just go through and sit down and record myself listening to these songs and describing them as kind of a critical review that's not that critical. So let's just sort of try to have fun with it. That just sounded like the end of a song. Oh. Wow. What the fuck is a Jammy-Pac? I do not know what to think of that. That was like kind of bluesy, kind of folksy, but it almost wasn't even music. I have no words. Like, I kind of liked it, but only by the time it was about halfway through. Let's continue. Okay. Alright.
Supplying is a slaughtering ball of flesh. Lighted path is gonna shine again. I'll let you in with notes.
This is great.
Save the soul from a bottomless pit. See what you can make of it. You like the song.
Okay, that was awesome. That was a million times better than the first song. I really enjoyed the guitar work from Gene Ween, and the only issue that I really had with the song is I can't really tell what Dean is singing. Like, it doesn't really matter because it sounds great, so not going to make a huge deal about it. But I am curious, like, the way they've recorded and mixed the sound. It sounds like great lo-fi rock, but at the same time, it's like almost impossible to determine what is actually being sung or what the song is about. Next song. Ooh.
Give me a pork roll, egg and cheese, if you please, with some gravy fries. Sank into a greasy mega region. I sneezed and it blew my mind.
What? This song is like if a drunk person was farting, but it was catchy. The groove is excellent. It reminds me a lot of Big Fat Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna say, honestly, that was awesome. It was groovy, it was weird, it kind of felt like a melody for when you're drunk walking down a dark street at night trying to find a place to get some food to deal with the impending hangover. That was really fun. This reminds me kind of Beck's Heartland Feeling, where it was just a spin-off of Mellencamp. It has a very like Americana feel. Some everyman shit. What? What the fuck am I listening to? What? I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, there were some parts that I definitely liked about it. It had kind of this small town, blue collar, sentimental feeling. But the lyrics were really weird in that one. Your girlfriend is in high school and she really likes you, but she doesn't know how to support you. So this is the first entry in the infamous The Stallion series. Oh yeah. Oh. Tell him, Stallion. Oh yeah. The Stallion Part 1 has never been one of my favorite parts of the Stallion series. I mean, I think Stallion 3, 4, and even 5 are generally better than 1 and 2. Just because it kind of opens up other funny aspects of this character. The Stallion 1 has always been really aggressive and just kind of up its own ass. Stallion 2, I think, is pretty good. But this is like not the best of the series, so to speak. But, you know, you have to appreciate it for what it is. God, there's like 23 tracks on this thing.
Come on. It's a beautiful night for a walk on the beach, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would say that. I would say that.
Let me start off with a basket of chips. I then move on to the Pollo Asado taco. I would like 2 Pollo Asado tacos with 1 beef chimichanga. On the chimichanga, I would like a side of sour cream. I would like tomatoes and onions on my quesadilla. Okay, that'll be 1607. 20. Okay. This is 1607 to change. Alright,
That was nonsense. I loved it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Monsters that twinkle like cats in the night.
Kind of sounds like the Mollusk.
The cosmic conceiver continues his flight.
Specifically, cold blows the wind. The more villainous.
A war of the heavens, what's wrong and what's right. Right to the ways and the rules of the West.
Poor man's Pink Floyd.
Right to the ways.
Or maybe the Beatles. I don't know.
Praying the children with incense and myrrh. Holding the sacrament, secrets unkind.
Kind of digging the mysticism.
Shooting the colors straight from the rain. Right to the ways and the rules of the world.
Probably the most melodic entry in the catalog yet, so to speak. I really like the synthesizers and the wailing voices. Um, Dean's like shrill, high-pitched warbling is really fun here. Um, the whole format kind of feels like a B-side to a Beatles album, or like a really strange Pink Floyd track that maybe didn't make the cut from Pipers at the Gates of Dawn. Pipers at the Gates of Dawn. So, I don't know. Interesting. At 5 minutes, it clocks a little bit long, but you know. Kind of nostalgic. What? Okay. Oh. Holy shit. Hell yeah. Okay. Dig it. This is almost too good for this album. And then it just segs back into the segment of the beginning. What? Okay, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed Captain Fantasy a lot. It's so over the top in terms of the sound that it's going for. It's like impossibly good stadium rock, but you totally know that this is like a song two guys like high on paint thinner or something just made in their closet in their apartment. So that's legitimately impressive. That was really cool. Just waiting for it to go to hell at any second. This album has a lot of slow intros.
The sky dreamt in a demon sweat the night she left, wrapped up in a blanket, and I'm feeling wet.
Hey, there we go. That detuning is kind of unsettling. Okay, I won't lie, that took me by surprise. For a song that's titled Demon Sweat, I really was not expecting a very subdued, quiet, emotional funk song. Um, Lyrically, it was pretty goofy. The whole thing with the sky was drenched in demon sweat when she left was pretty good. Um, ooh. Oh yeah. Give me that weird shit. Woo. Unbelievable.
Tell me what you want. Carve me a glob of hardened mousse.
That was mega weird. Um, Kind of special in a way. I wonder what listening to that song on Molly must be like. I mean, I was kind of losing my mind already. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this other than I love the way that it sounded. Uh, but it's like totally psychotic. It's just, this is music to lose your mind to. This is like I want to smoke crack and worship the devil kind of music, and I am all for it. Sure hope not. That was over much too soon. Kind of mysterious.
I'd like to see you before I
Not gonna lie, that one was kind of a snooze fest. Like, it was an okay song. Rhythmically, I kind of liked it. The way it would just do the way it would just do the drum beat, and then the way the sort of synth would blast out for a second. Rhythmically, it was interesting. Um, Lyrically, it was just
Got an awesome sound going down. Got an awesome sound going down. Got an awesome sound
Yeah.
going down. Got pork, raw egg, cheese, and bacon. Yeah. Stop the tape, dude. Got an awesome sound, dude. Going down.
Yeah, there's not really much to this one.
Cheese and bacon. Oh yeah, baby, hit me again. Stop it. Hit me again. Oh yeah, hit me again. Stop it. Hit me again. Oh, hit me again. Hit me again. Oh, got an awesome sound. It's going down. Got this awesome sound.
That was absolute filler. I have no idea what that was supposed to be. Like, imagine saying, "Hey, my dad used to be in this awesome rock band. Let me show, let me show you some of the stuff he made." And then you play that, your friend would just walk away in disappointment. Speaking my language.
The gray bag sits on the chair. And why the hell now with that?
It's a really cool sound. Oh, he's saying Laura!
You know something? I got something. I got something.
What do you
I
got?
got something for all the people in the world.
Really creepy but cool. Keeping with the theme of the album, that was weird but really good. Um, I really enjoyed the ethereal sounds of the guitar, which almost sounds like it's being fed through a synth. Um, the long wailing of the words Laura. Obviously, it's much longer than that, but that was actually really enjoyable. I thought that was super cool, actually. It felt very distant, kind of nostalgic in a weird way. very indie rock, I guess. Kind of a shrug at that one, but I did like the distorted voices and just kind of the overall vibe.
When you came into the club, you told me that something was wrong.
It's a weird tone. Like,
That you wish you was dead. Dude, I really don't wish you was
it's like off key, but in tune, sort of.
You're sweaty.
Not gonna lie though, that beat is baller. So I'm gonna say, like, tone-wise, that was really interesting. I really enjoyed the rhythm of that one. It gives me kind of a junkyard feeling. Like it's not unlike the music that you would probably hear in Fallout 1 as you're walking through the wasteland. So there's definitely that going for it. It's kind of off kilter and strange. The tone of the song is probably what stuck out to me the most. And I guess it's worth mentioning that, like, Mononucleosis is like what both members allegedly went under when they were creating the pod. So I guess it's relevant, and this is just like their expression of what that felt like.
Tell me where you come from, was it heaven above?
I like it.
Oh my dear, I must be falling in love. Can you climb the sunny peaks of a fortress in mud? Oh my dear, I must be falling in love. Did I tell you I want more than what you're really made of? Oh
Love the
my
harmony.
dear, I must be falling in love. Can you scope a purple blunder and admit that you are young?
It's cute.
Oh my dear, I must be falling in love.
There we go.
Dear, I must be falling in love.
Not gonna lie, that was fucking fire. Like, I would unironically use that in an indie movie about two people falling in love. Like, that was great. That was a really terrific young summer love vibe. Um, Harmony was exceptional. It was really kind of a cutesy song, but it really worked. And what the fuck is it doing on this album? Whoa. What the fuck?
Like a floozy in a hot tub of guava. Iggy ran the scene, you know he's hip to her mantra.
What the fuck?
He was a meditative poker, all strung out on Sinatra. Sketching Van Winkle like there ain't no tomorrow. I saw Van Winkle show up on the scene. I did elbows when I saw that he's been doing all the sketches of Winkle. Climb to the heavens in a fit of rage. Sketches of Winkle, keeping little humans locked up in a cage. Iggy wanted veggies, all he's doing is bitching. Steven's handy went and bought a new pair of mittens. Rip Van Winkle, rip Van Winkle.
That rocked way too hard to be that stupid. Like, that was catchy as fuck, but the lyrics were just so off the wall weird. Oh god, I love Wayne.
again. Alone.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that one was kind of slow and meandering. I guess I like the kind of comforting, slow, sad vibe to it, but kind of puts me to sleep. That really felt like Ween was just kind of pretending to be some other band that might have been popular at the time. I can't really name off the top of my head who that is because I'm not super well versed in the contemporary music of 1991. But it definitely felt like an allusion to something else, but done in a very Ween kind of way. The sort of wiggly noises they were making at the end as they were wailing kind of felt like maybe some kind of a joke in a way, maybe. I don't know. That was another slow one. It's time for She Fucks Me. He's sang about pork rolls like 5 times already.
I'm living at the living earth show. She crossed the room, the lights sank low. We're together, she really digs me. She fucks me. Who would think I could be so happy? When I'm cold, I know she's keeping me warm. We're together, she really digs me. Together, she really digs me now. She fucks me. 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 She fucks me now, yeah.
Wow. So I liked the two guys singing as like almost a melody and a counter melody. That was kind of neat. I thought it was really funny that he continued to sing about the pork roll thing, which seems to just be a recurring theme throughout the pod for some bizarre reason. Um, It's kind of a sweet, sad song, so I definitely enjoyed that and appreciated it. I thought it was really funny that the penultimate lyrics, as things get as dramatic as possible, is just "she fucks me" over and over again, and not in like a happy way. It was kind of interesting. There we go.
And your work is done, you must not succumb. I can feel you breathe.
Aw.
It's like a mega witch inside. Please don't hide. So mama, if you please, pass me the pork roll, egg and cheese.
Oh my god.
Please, all the Kaiser
Are you fucking kidding me?
Mommy, if you please, pass me the pork roll, egg and cheese. If you
Can't even be mad.
all the Kaiser bun. When the guava's drained, editing the remains, but we must further ourselves on. So dynamic is life, staring into the sights, not right, but wrong in a good way. Mom, if you please, pass me the pork roll, egg and cheese. If you please, on the Kaiser bun. Mom, if you please, pass me the pork roll, egg and cheese. If you please, on the Kaiser bun. Kaiser bun. Pork roll, egg and cheese.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That might have been the best song on the album just for the sake that they built up to it. That was insane. I enjoyed that a lot. That was better than it should have been.
For hither not, I am the stallion. Come fear, come love, I am the stallion. You know that I am the stallion, man. I am the stallion, man. You know that I am the stallion, man. I live, I walk, I am the stallion, man. Hair from Bhutan, stallion man. A2STALLION. I am the stallion man. One, I can drink. Two, I get groomed. Three, I go for a walk. I am the stallion man. Stallion. 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 Stallion.
There's still about 30 seconds.
When I can see the wind, I shall too ride upon the stallion. I shall too lick the palm of the stallion whilst I drink the hair from
Well then, imagine that you had just listened through the entire album and that was the end of it. There was nothing left. That just a horse freaking the fuck out about the fact that he was the Stallion, and the record just, or CD or whatever, your album just kind of stops at that. It's him just freaking out and acting weird and crazy, and that's it. That's the pod. This was a really fun listen, and I really enjoyed it. The weird thing about going into Ween music is that you literally never can expect what it's going to be like. Like, every single track is distinctively different from one another. Usually there's some kind of theme that maybe ties it together, but maybe not. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. There were a lot of really good tracks on this album. Some of the ones that stood out to me, I really liked Dr. Rock, Frank. Pollo Asado was kind of funny just because it was like a whole phone call. Captain Fantasy was fucking incredible. Demon Sweat had some pretty good metaphor. Molly, they just did really weird things with their mouth that I really enjoyed. Laura kind of had this really funny, just howling noise to it as he said her name. Oh My Dear, Falling in Love was probably the indie darling of the group. And I'd probably say that Pork Roll, Egg, and Cheese is like just such an odd... Like, they built up to it over and over again throughout the album. So to finally have that have its own song and be some lovey-dovey thing that just adds up to them saying it over and over again was pretty goddamn funny. So, that was the pod. And while I wouldn't say that the pod is by any metric one of my favorite Ween albums, I would definitely say it's still a great album worth listening to. It's kind of interesting to dive into this and see where some of their influences as musicians came from. And you also kind of get some insight into what these guys are going to end up making in the future. There's definitely a lot of little bits that you can hear in Shinola and Quebec, and maybe even Chocolate and Cheese a little bit. It's pretty fun to just see that and kind of get the feel for what Ween would eventually turn into. I'd love to do other reviews. It'd be really cool to actually sit down and listen to Pure Guava next. Interestingly enough, both this album and Pure Guava are two of Aphex Twin's favorite albums, which is really interesting. So it'd be kind of fun to pursue this from that point of view, that someone that I also like as a musician happens to really cherish this and Pure Guava for some reason. So that about wraps it up. Let me know in the comments if there were any songs that you particularly liked. Now I have to go through the torment of editing and cutting this all into something that's watchable. So, until next time.